Alright, welcome back to Grim Dawn Hardcore. Picking up right where we left off last time as almost always. Which is just further up here. We're just about halfway through Act 1 here. We'll blast through this or we'll die. We'll see. I start getting more cocky and it starts getting a little more tricky, but we'll see. I think I'm missing something in the Foggy Bank, but I think we'll be alright. I don't think I have dynamite yet. That's like a whole thing you gotta get. You eventually just get almost infinite dynamite, but it's kind of just like a block off the optional areas. Sliths, they always pop out of those holes like that. They just do. You just kind of know they do. I always have like a thing to throw at them. High potency, so that's going to give our Molotov a be more expensive and give it a cooldown. It's going to make it bigger and better. Bigger and better. Ooh, now we get splash damage on the fire strike. Which we're probably going to max that out next. Jeez. Yeah. Yeah, we take all those. We keep going up to bat. That's pretty good. 14 oh, damn, that's really good. Armor, elemental resistance, bleed damage, fire damage. Fire damage is really what we're after. I pray one of us makes it through this nightmare to deliver the report. Lives of those hiding in Devil's Crossing may depend on it. As instructed, my team has braved the wilderness of White Mire and made it to the outskirts of Burwich. The situation there is worse than we feared. We encountered no survivors. The ethereal takeover of the region is now complete. What we found baffling, however, is the heavy concentration of enemy activity within the Burwitch itself. Within Burwitch itself, not the Burwitch. In our previous encounters with the ethereals, they seemed unfocused, spread out across the wilderness, with no predictable pattern. But this seems almost deliberate, as if they were swayed to keep watch over something important. I regret to report that, without a larger force at our disposal, even breaching the city's walls will incur heavy casualties in our thin, already struggling ranks. While I understand completely that our situation is dire, we are desperate for new sources of supply and food, cannot recommend direct engagement with the enemy force at Burwitch. It is a suicide mission. We need to be prepared for the eventuality that the enemy gathered at Burwitch will mobilize upon Devil's Crossing. Should it come to that, we must be prepared to flee once more.
Oh, hello, traveler.
Someone disappeared? Yes. This is the blacksmith. We got a blacksmith out here. As you can tell, I've never really read that, so I'm not sure which blacksmith to go. There's like a choice. You either get him or another one. I don't remember what the difference is. I think I just always choose the other one, because it's like you go there and you get them. So you don't have to, like, come back here to turn it in. If I remember right. Lazy options are always the best ones, so...
Do that yet.
I'm pretty sure that blacksmith is just over here. A key for that. Oh, classic. Classic ambient sound there. Thought the blacksmith was over here, but I'm not getting my locations mixed up.
Do that yet.
Ah, yeah, see?
Move along now, stranger.
Here for the... whatever. Needs to help the refugees. Talented. Sounds even me. Not because my finest suppression, but he still needs to learn some properties. You can join us. Very well. Sorry, apprentice. The master comes with me.
That skill's not ready.
It unlocks crafting down at the towns now. Dangerous domain. Monsters have faster casting speed. not really a point to fight a boss 50% higher level than you. Could probably do it, but on hardcore, if I don't, it's over. So not really. Not taking risks is the whole point of playing hardcore, right?
I can't do that yet. I can't do that yet.
Totem over here. Let's see. Trail, fire retaliation. I definitely want that. Pretty sure it's just good. Excuse me. So we're gonna keep putting the points up. So yeah, now we got. What does that even do? Just lashes out, I'm pretty sure. Gives me some help, gives me some buffs. Just don't want to give me anything I can actually use, huh? Alright, one more and we get our first, like, actual thing out of there. Not that it's not doing anything, it's just not the same kind of deal, you know? Don't think. I want to make sure I don't miss any of the quests. I don't really remember where Flesh and Iron is. Some of these you can miss and you have to backtrack for. Some of these you really can't
I can't
miss.
do that yet. I can't do that yet.
Oh yeah, there's right up here.
I can't do that. Yeah. I can't do that yet. I can't do that yet.
A lot of stuff coming up. A lot of these, just these dungeons and houses, though. Not really much to be said. We're just kind of going through the axe, just blowing it up. I'm kind of just doing stuff. I'm not really, as long as I'm pretty sure we're getting everything, and kind of just keep going forward.
That skill's not ready.
Pretty sure this is all just like connected to each other.
Yeah. That skill's not ready. I can't do that yet.
That was it.
That skill's not ready.
I'm getting it mixed up with the cellar further down. The one, yeah, under the Burwich Estates. Oh, we had some fire immune guys. Interesting. It's crazy. Maybe I should, yeah.
I can't do that yet.
Right. Gruesome and bloody.
Come see what's left of my wares.
Yeah, I mean, that's pretty much where we gotta be at. Piercing, bleeding.
See you around. I'll give you a good price on what we've got left. See you around. See anything you like, put it to good use. I do the best I can with what I've got.
Have you found a rift? Good work. There have been Count Warden.
Yeah.
Looking for a new you?
Transmute, just custom bits. You can pretty much look whatever you want to look like. You know, not that I really have much to be wearing here. But, you know, it's always fun. It's always fun to change it up. Really only had 2 merchants?
Have you happened to find?
Yeah, alright.
That skill's not ready.
I guess. It's just a melee attack, though. That kind of sucks. Oh well. I don't know that much better.
That skill's not ready.
Not too bad. Kind of just still in the same area. I believe this is the direction we are going into, so. Let's crack open a cold one.
I can't do that yet.
Granado, which is also really fun. It's just like a other bomb. Shocker, everything's a bomb. Alright. Some good stuff there. You broke my door. Wait, you rot? I can take you there. You've been here. You killed everyone. Oh, okay, you're with the guy I'm here to kill. I don't remember that.
I can't do that yet.
I don't remember what that guy's deal was. He's dead now, so it doesn't matter. Dead men have no deals. Right there. There is...
I can't do that yet.
There's like something I gotta do over on these docks over here before we really move into the meat of this whole affair. Unless I missed it. I'm kind of running through without thinking. Alright, and then that gets put on. So now we have Twin Fangs, 20% chance on attack. So whenever we activate the skill, we put it on. It'll do, shoot 2 projectiles, do 10% of the damage. A lot of vitality damage and piercing damage. But it converts it to health. It's kind of just like a... just like another leech, you know? Yeah, I think I missed something here. I had to go check on.
That skill's not ready. That skill's not ready.
Waterfront. I could just swore... Man, maybe I just never go this way. Maybe I just always come this way. I didn't even notice that I went a different way. There's like one of the side quests we're gonna get in a second. Like some lady wants us to get cloth, and the cloth
That
is
skill's not ready.
over here. But there's just like stuff on this side. I was very disoriented. I was like, man,
I can't do that yet. That skill's not ready. I can't do that yet.
I'm not using that. That's kind of cool. Very big lack of guns so far. That was it, just a pit with a couple bosses in it. There you go, it's that fabric. They're gonna want that in a second. And that's usually why this is where I come. This is all feeling more familiar. Another boat has arrived, filled with hooded prisoners, dozens of them. As usual, the wagon was waiting for them, but from what I hear, it doesn't take them far. One of the loading boys came back from Burwich after visiting that there new doctor. He said the wagon stopped outside the warden's mansion. Lad asked about the prisoners. The one the handler said rehabilitation. Not sure what to make of that. There's been over a dozen of these prisoner transports in as many weeks. I just don't see how they can fit them all in that mansion. I think I did a southern accent with this guy last time. So whatever the fuck accent that was. I don't care how big that place may be. Krieg won't be keeping a prison's worth of food and no good thieves under his roof. Something peculiar is going on there, and I don't settle right in my stomach. Might have to send word up to Lake Malmouth to get one of them inquisitors down here to look at this curiosity. Can't say I want one of them inquisitors poking around here much either, though. They make a man uneasy. One hand melee weapon, crit damage, and skill energy cost. Neither of those things are coming up right now, so should keep on keeping on. Oh, I can't go this way. Interesting. Interesting. I can't believe anyone found you. Well, I was trying to get to another waypoint, but looks like we're gonna have to pop back for a minute. You're welcome. Whatever you do. Oh, you dismantle stuff. Oh, so like, this, I can be like, keep that on. Boom. Turn it back into one of these bad boys.
Come see what's left of my wares.
Amulet stored in there. No, okay.
See you around.
Alright, here it is. I think that's one where, like, you can might have to do it a couple times. So we'll pop it there until... we find something.
See anything you like? Iron well spread. Come see what's left of my wares.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know why they're not selling me anything I need. There's the DLC. It's Ashes of Malmouth. Be a bit before we get there. Yeah. Just swore this was it. I guess it's further up.
I can't do that yet.
Okay. I think, alright, there's a button to check and it tells you what the reputation does, but I think it just means, like, more, like, unique spawn. If you get more loot, I don't remember. I know definitely more, like, named big boy spawn. Finally arrived in Burwich after passing through a dismal area known as Whitemire. For years, tales of supernatural occurrences have circulated about Whitemire, and indeed the name itself makes one uneasy. I hadn't put much stock in them, but my recent experiences lent some credence to the old tales. Nevertheless, I reached my destination, and it seems the Warden of Devil's Crossing, who resides in Burwich, somehow anticipated my arrival. The footman greeted me as soon as I entered town, and insisted I accept Creeve's invitation to be put up at his manor. I found this very peculiar, but I've accepted the offer as it may be my best chance to investigate the manor itself. I'm going to make this entry short, as I've been summoned to join Creeve for supper in the dining hall. It should prove illuminating. Been guest to Warden Krieg in his manor for over a week now. My suspicion something terrible is going to happen. Is going on here grow with each day. Every day I set out to some destination in or around Burwich to investigate in an unusual crime or ominous manner. Some are easily dismissed. More mundane human crimes are merely fantastical tales. Many investigations have come to darker conclusions. I feel there is a pattern emerging here, but I cannot yet put the pieces together. There are peripheral cases, though, and the main purpose of my involvement in them is to give pretense for my prolonged stay in Burwich. Krieg himself has become the focus of my primary investigation. Despite an overwhelming conviction that Krieg is not what he appears to be and is almost certainly involved in some sort of unnatural activity, I found no irrefutable evidence of wrongdoing that can be used to open an official inquisition. Much of the manor is closed off to me. There are rooms upstairs from which Krieg and other visitors come and go, but I am not permitted to enter. Stranger yet, I've awoken in the night to sounds like creaking wagons moving along a road. I look down my window down to the village and see nothing. Where are these sounds coming from? The game of cat and mouse continues, but as of yet, I am not certain who is the cat, who is the mouse.
Can't do that. That skill's not ready. That skill's not ready.
Yeah. Oh. I leveled up.
can't do that yet. That skill's not ready. That skill's not ready. I can't do that yet. That skill's not ready.
Oh, there we go. Level 20 and some cunning. Piercing damage, though. Not really what we need.
Can't do that yet. I can't do that yet.
Oh boy. Well, yeah, definitely we're gonna use that. $531. Oh yeah, there we go. Didn't have a shield on anyway. Interesting.
That skill's not ready. I can't do that yet. That skill's not ready.
Hit him with the old throw and shoot. Ooh, yay, more reading.
That skill's not ready.
Oh, jeez.
That skill's
Oh,
not
man. Excuse me, that would have been really funny. I think it's goop. Yeah, don't stand in the goop.
I can't do that yet.
That scared me. I'm like awake and ready now. Excuse me. I don't really think about it usually because, you know, dying's not a big deal. Krieg has gotten the better of me, and I am presently at his mercy, imprisoned beneath his manor. See no other way to progress my investigation. I am forced my way into the... I see over there. Into the locked portion of the manor and found myself in a veritable house of horrors. Unusual sorcery in the lock should have been my first clue that I was dealing with something more extraordinary than some rogue occultist. My search led me through a room filled with rotting bodies of men and women subjected to brutal torture. A horrible experimentation. Trigger warning, that's gonna get worse. Or perhaps a mix of the two. Behind the manor, I found a door leading down the earth beneath the estate, where I found myself quickly lost in an impossibly large dungeon. It wasn't before I sensed things moving in the darkness all around me, and they quickly closed in, surrounding me. As I prepared to fight all it was worth, Krieg's massive form emerged from the shadows, his face expressionless. He spoke coolly as though nothing at all was out of the ordinary, and invited me to tour his facility. Well, I had no doubt that something unpleasant was planned for me. It at least delayed my confrontation with the gathering horrors in the dark. Lingered in the dank cellar for one long, unsettling day and night of terrors. Krieg allowed me to witness the process by which they are preserving human bodies for what he calls the glorious dawn. I've gotten glimmerings of another consciousness within Krieg, which is joined or with or possibly in control of him. From the way he spoke, it is clear this is only some small part of a much greater conspiracy, and I suspect many other persons in key positions have been possessed by things akin to now which inhabits Krieg. I was arrogant in my initial handling of Krieg. It seriously misjudged the power and scale of the threat we are faced with. Fortunately, Krieg's own arrogance has likewise led him to misjudge the resourcefulness of his prisoner and invited me to ascend beyond humanity by pledging himself to his cause or join his inventory of embalmed corpses. I've been left to contemplate this decision, but this cell, even magically warded, cannot hold the likes of me. I have no intention of being here, but Krieg returns for my answer. It is unclear why the ethereals are so interested in tissue preservation. One of my colleagues has posited they may intend to use the human corpses as vessels for possessions when they bring more of their kind into our realm. Wagons and loads of corpses continue to stream in day and night. The sheer quantity is staggering. I begin to suspect they are not merely executed criminals, as we've been told. We entered stage 2 of our trials today, but the results were not as I anticipated. We progressed to the whole point where the corpses can endure for months, possibly years, in minimal, mostly external, deterioration. Our ethereal overseer seems satisfied, and he or it unexpectedly placed his hand upon one of the corpses and released a spark of ethereal energy. The thing began to move as if it were alive again. It was a ghastly sight. What I found far more troubling, though, is that these corpses are not merely meant to serve as ethereal hosts. It has become known to me that they prefer living hosts. The sheer number of corpses they are falling through here is just a far worse realization on Army. This is my last entry, so I determined to end my life, not bring myself to carry out these abominable experiments any longer. I may have already doomed humanity with my actions. Though I have long felt shunned by my fellows of the Academy and thought ethereals could offer me something greater, I can no longer be a part of this. I fear if they find my body, they will use me for experimentation, so I must be discreet. Returning as one of those things would be unbearable. You burn yourself, baby.
That skill's not ready.
Oh. The betrayer he is.
I can't do that yet. I can't do that yet.
Yeah. Got you. What else do we want to do? Start leveling you up more. Some speed there. Max damage, damage to undead. Yeah, nothing here.
That skill's not ready.
Oh, we are almost done with the Warden here. My colleague Gurthrin took his life today. That short-sighted fool. He could never see the big picture, and this project was no different. Gurthrin could not fathom the glorious vision, the ethereals, and the role we would play as early human collaborators. This isn't about personal blame. We elevate humanity. Certainly, there has been a cost in lives, but progress always has a price. So what of the dirty masses who will perish in the glorious dawn? Oh, the ethereals reveal themselves to the world. To the ethereals, we are like some base primitive creature, as the Slith are to us. Those who will serve, or better yet, bond with the ethereal, shall forge a new human future. Man, I had to jump up because my wife was having an emergency, but for some reason this game, when you close and restart it, oh no, when you what you call it, connect the headphones after it's loaded up, it doesn't seem to have the sound work anymore. And it's not even like even OBS. Like, it's not like not making sound, and or it's not making sound, pass it through to the headphones, and then it's just not coming through. It's just like OBS, the meter's dead. Anyway, which sucks because we were literally right at the boss, and this is where the video's ending. That's why I'm not playing the whole thing again. So we just got this in silence. Oh god, assuming I live. I'm pretty sure there's 2 phases, if I remember right, so we're not out of the woods just yet. Alright. That is Act 1. I guess you get a Steve achievement too, because I've never done that. Never beaten Krieg on hardcore. They really play hardcore. Alright, I'm going to read this last one. And then we'll go back to Devil's Crossing. That'll be that. Excuse this crude form of communication. I am far to the north, and it seems my thoughts are unable to reach you. In all future material correspondence, we would use our host names and common human language forms. I write looking for clarification of recent perplexing reports on your conduct. Is it true that you've been incarcerating, tormenting humans? What is your purpose? What is the purpose for this? It would seem your host's predilections are affecting your own behavior. You must bring this under your control and cease this superfluous activity. Your role is to facilitate our laboratories with a collection of corpses. Limit yourself to the parameters of this task, or you will be recalled. Interesting. Oh, yeah. Tons of good stuff. If I'm grabbing that. Doesn't work like Diablo. Okay. Let's see. No, that's about it. That's all I really need here. Really sucks the audio's dead. Not that I was really paying attention to it, but it makes the this last little bit a little weird. I shouldn't have put my headphone in the case, but oh well. I guess I could have restarted now, but whatever. He's just telling us to go the other way. I don't know what it is. Like, I love this game, love the story, but like, I don't know. I'm not reading all this. I don't know what it is. I don't know what it is. I've been reading so much about like being respectful to games and like yada yada yada, and some people are, but like video games to me are a little more malleable in that you don't quite need. Oh boy, that's crazy. You don't necessarily need. You can get the whole picture earlier, I think, in a video game than you can in like like movies or TV and stuff. Because it's like more than just the cutscenes. Like, so I don't think you can get the whole picture if you just watch the cutscenes. I don't think you get the whole picture if you just watch the gameplay. But I don't think you. I think you can get enough of the picture. I can get enough of the picture. You know what I'm saying? Like, I trust myself to know where I'm forming my opinion on. You know. Maybe you don't know. I don't even know. Let's see you on the next one. Oh yeah, we can do Forgotten Gods. Yeah, just more. Now we're fighting Crowley's gang. I don't know why I'm doing this. Like now. But... Oh well. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you on the next one.